Welcome back to another Hardcore Nuzlocke. This time I'm gonna try to beat Pokemon Hardgold using only water-type Pokemon. The rules I used are as follows. If a Pokemon faints, it's considered dead. You must nickname all your Pokemon. You may only catch the first Pokemon you encounter on each route, and in my case the first water type. Battle mode must be played on set. No items in battle, except for held items. No overleveling of the next gym leader's highest level Pokemon. I picked Heartgold over Soul Silver because there's one more encounter in Mantine. So here's all the water types in Heartgold. But since I can't trade, Politoed, Slowking and Kingdra won't be available to me. And Blastoise, Omastar, Kabutops and Suicune are all captured after the Elite Four. So they're out too. Now we're left with this wet bunch of Pokemon. My name is Diz. Our journey begins in a town called Newbark. I met up with Professor Elm who wants to ask me for a favor. All I have to do is pick up a package and deliver it back to him. And as a reward, I get a free Pokemon. Sign me up! I pick the water starter Totodile and I name him Stitch. Stitch has a jolly nature, which means plus speed minus special attack. I get the address called Newber and I head towards Azalea Town. North of the town, I meet these two elderly men, one of which hands me his junk. On my way back, with his package and a tight grip, I bump into my nemesis. And I have to fight him. With a scratch crit, Stitch ends the battle. My nemesis accidentally drops his ID and I notice his name. It's Axel. Back at Elms, I find out that a Pokemon has been stolen and that the police is investigating it. What's wrong, officer?
This boy stole a Pokemon. Do you know him?
I'm left with no choice. Ask Stitch what happens if I snitch. I just barely saw his name, it's Gulpin.
Gulpin what?
Gulpin these nuts?
Gulpin these nuts. Got it. Moving forward.
I got my running shoes on and I continue my journey towards the first gym. What I didn't realize was that I would gain too much experience. So when I came to the Bellsprout Tower, where there's a lot of unskippable trainers, I overleveled. This means I can't use Stitch in the first gym since the level cap is 13. At this point I didn't know that I could get Wooper before Faulkner. So this attempt is over. Here's attempt number 2. Before reading the comments, I know I forgot to change attempts and level cap. This time Stitch has a quirky nature, which is neutral. I crush Axel with another crit. I need to come up with another name, not to rat Axel out. So I go with Slugma.
Slugma who?
Slugma balls!
Slugma balls? Moving forward.
This time I only face the mandatory trainers, such as Youngster Joey. Now I actually get to face Faulkner. Pidgey flinches from a bite and the second takes it out. Pidgeot and Stitch are exchanging heavy hits. And after Roost I get down low to 8 HP, but land a water gun crit. I get hit by another gust that takes me down to 1 HP. And I can finish it with another water gun. Oh my goodness, that was so close. Stitch claims the victory and I get the Zephyr badge. After beating Faulkner I can get my first encounters before moving on to Azalea Town. In the Slowpoke well I find a Slowpoke that I name Cheshire. And eventually it gets dark and I can catch a Wooper. Wooper's name is Sully. I proceed to get my fishing pole that allows me to catch Magikarp that I name Zizu. And a Poliwag that I name Dory. After some training it's time to take on Bugsy's team of bugs. Scyther comes out first against Dory. And it U-turns into Metapod, leaving Dory on only 2 HP. I switch to Cheshire that can take Metapod out with 2 confusions. Scyther comes back out and leaves Cheshire on 8 HP after super effective U-turn. Kakuna gets KO'd by confusion and Scyther comes back out. I have to sack Dory here because no one can tank 2 U-turns. Stitch goes down to yellow after 1 U-turn and I can't switch at this point since Scyther is so much faster than everything I have, so Stitch dies. Our last hope is Sully and he fights like a champ, but his bug is too much to handle, so after 2 successful slams, Scyther's Citrus Berry activates and a quick attack kills Sully. Cheshire on 8 HP goes down, Scyther is too strong and attempt number 2 is over. So, attempt number 3, I'm just gonna go over the important parts like Ait Wiener, Faulkner, Stitch crits and survives on only 2 HP, too close to attempt 4. So, what should I do with Scyther? With the help from my nemesis Axel, I teach Rock Tomb to Stitch. So, it was another rough battle, both Dory and Cheshire went down before Stitch could finally take Scyther out with the Rock Tomb. That left me with Stitch, Sully and Zizu on the team, and Stitch evolved into a Crocodile. I pretty much knew that I wouldn't be able to continue this, since I need to fight Axel with only 2 Pokemon and the next level cap is too close to the last one. Axel switches in Bayleaf, which can take Sully out with a 4 times effective Razor Leaf. Stitch manages to take it out with Bites, and in comes Zubat, and I switch to Zizu just to spread out the experience. But after Zubat and Ghastly goes down, Stitch levels up to level 20, which is over the level cap. And that's the end of attempt number 3. So attempt number 4, and I'm not mad at all. So Bugsy vs Diz 2. Honestly, went so smooth. I was so lucky that I defeated him without any casualties. And with low enough levels for me not to overlevel the next gym leader, Whitney. The rival fight is also an easy match, and I catch Sebastian the Krabby before arriving to Goldenrod City. Now I found out that I can use Rock Smash to get shards. Shards that I can then turn in for berries. And that this was even possible before Bugsy. Next up is Whitney, who has a milk tank that is known to end runs and crush dreams. First out is Clefairy, who Sebastian annihilates with 2 rock smashes. I'm forced to switch after Miltank attracts Sebastian, and after a few exchanges she does the same to Stitch. And then Cheshire. This goes on for a while, and during the switches everyone gets hit with stomp and rollouts, and this is ruining the team. Eventually we go down one by one. That's the 4th wipe. Seriously guys, I'm not mad. I mean, it's not like I've been sitting here for 10 hours straight trying to get past the 3rd gym. After a minor mental breakdown and 6 pints of ice cream with chocolate, hazelnut, strawberries, mustard, peanut butter and salted caramel, I have laid down the strats, so I'll skip to Whitney. Sebastian wanted KO's Clefairy with a crit rock smash. He then eats a few stomps, but manages to get the defense drop with rock smash. And then he goes down to 3 HP. At this point I think I have to sack him, to not end up switching my way to defeat as last time. Well fought, buddy. Stitch lands a scary face and then get a defense drop with rock smash. I switch to Dory and Hypnosis puts Miltank to sleep and activates its Lumberry. Dory gets hit to low HP, but hits with a 2nd Hypnosis. This gives me a free switch to Stitch, who is so close to finish off Miltank with rock smashes. But then this sequence occurs. I hit with rock smash and she heals with milk drink. I then get down to 1 HP 3 times before being able to finish it off, and the flame badge is mine. Oh my god, this was nerve-wracking. Sully evolves into Quagsire. I then catch Nemo and Dumbo, which is a 1% encounter in Mount Mordor, and Sisu evolves into a glorious Gyarados. I find the legendary beast and I get a quick look before this moron comes running. Nice maneuver, Hoover, you scared him off. Right before Morty and his ghost type Pokemon, Dumbo and Dory evolves. Morty was no problem for Sisu, who totally wrecked this gym. Ghastly goes down to a single bite, and in comes Gengar. With a Chesto Berry, Sisu evolves Sleep, and takes Gengar down after he misses the 2nd Hypnosis, and a bite 1-hit KO's Haunter. I get my next few encounters. I catch Donald, Flounder and Ariel. I'm on my way to buy some souvenirs for my mom, but when I enter the souvenir shop, I witness murder.
You saw nothing.
Okay dude, chill, I'm no rat.
You should follow me to the basement, where there is candy.
Ooh, candy, sure. After following Lance on the ground, we stumble upon Team Rocket, and they want to battle. So Lance's Dragon Knight single-handedly defeats Team Rocket. They offer me a job. I can start on Monday. Flounder evolves into a Lantern, and it's time for Chuck. He gets mad when I interrupt him mid-shower. The battle is on. His first Pokemon is Primeape. He does 100 double teams and a rock slide before Cheshire can take it out with a confusion. Next out is Poliwrath, and he's tough. Cheshire is down to 8 HP when she finally gets to yawn. I then swap to Flounder, and with a few sparks I get the Citrus Berry to activate and get him low and paralyzed. It takes a few more sparks, but eventually Flounder takes him out and I get the Storm Badge. Stitch evolves into Ferocious Feraligatr before I take on the 2 next gyms, starting with Price. Seal sets up Hail, and Flounder almost gets the KO, but it lives on a sliver, and then it goes down to his own Hail. Ha! What a way to go. I stockpile up when Piloswine comes out, and he's throwing mud bombs, but 2 surfs is enough to take it out. Dugong is his last Pokemon. He hits us with a Roar Beam. Flounder confuses him with a Confuse Ray. After hitting itself in confusion twice, 2 sparks is enough to take it out. My next victim is Jasmine, and Sully one-shots her entire team. What a champ! And Flounder is feeling it! Monday comes around, I've had my morning croissant, and it's my first day at work. Take it all in.
Police are still looking for a red-haired boy who's allegedly stolen a Pokemon. The boy's been known as Gulpin' D's Nuts, Slugma Balls,
I better change.
Ice Wiener, Ligma Bottom, and Nibbleba Nips. If you see or hear anything, contact the JPD, the Johto Police Department.
Ha! You must be new. You're pretty good in Team Rocket uniform.
Well, thank you very much. What's this? Axel. Wait, are you Diz?
Dude, what are you doing? Don't take my uniform.
Wait, what? You're not a cucumber. Can I still have the job? I have to tell my boss. Axel! Yeah, you better run. I have to find the boss. Are you the boss?
Yes.
Can I have a job?
No.
Okay, Pokemon trainer it is. Back to my journey. Cheshire evolves into a Slowbro. In the Union Cave, I find and catch Moby de la Pro. We've made it to the 8th and final gym, facing Claire. Her first Pokemon is a Gyarados. She does Dragon Rage and I nearly kill with a Thunder. Assuming a heal here, I go for another Thunder, but Claire switches Gyarados out for Dragonair, who can tank it, before going down to an Ice Beam. Dragonair uses Thunder Wave, which paralyzes Moby. The next Dragonair hits with 2 Dragon Pulses, before Moby can break through paralysis and hit with an Ice Beam. Good job, Moby. It's time for a big and scary Kingdra to come out. With Flounder I'm trying to pull off some stockpile strats, but I get too low for comfort, so I have to switch. I send out Sisu and go for Fear Protect to start out Kingdom's Dragon Pulses. Then I do the same with Stitch, before sending out Sully and start setting up Amnesias, so that I'm eventually invincible and can take it out with Earthquake. I had forgotten all about the Gyarados in the back. Claire lets it out on the field and heals it up. I let Cheshire yawn her to sleep, and then I hit with a Zen Headbutt, since I can tank another Dragon Rage. Then I can safely go for Moby and set up Perish Sun, but the paralysis get in the way. Are you kidding me? Now I just have to hope that she sleeps for another turn, so I can go for another Perish Sun. After that, I chose to let Solly set up Amnesias and hope he live until Gyarados dies, which he does. What a scary fight that could have been the end of this attempt. Before I travel to Victory Road, I have to battle the Kimono girls and their evolutions. Umbreon was the only one that put up a fight, but what scared me and that I wasn't aware of was that I couldn't heal or switch items between the fights. Espeon, Flareon, Jolteon and Vaporeon were a lot easier than I thought. I arrived to Kanto and the last obstacle before the E4 is my rival on Victory Road. Axel leads with Sneasel and I with Flounder. Flounder stockpiles and tanks some feint attacks. After 2 stockpiles, Discharge takes Sneasel down to what looks like 1 HP. In comes Meganium and I'm forced to switch to Sisu. Sisu gets poisoned by Meganium's poison powder. And after Petal Dance, the poison takes Sisu down to activate the Citrus Berry. Petal Dance gets him low, and with a risky 95% Ice Fang, Meganium is out. If he would have missed, Sisu would probably have been wiped out, so that was lucky. 1 Earthquake is enough to take Magnuson out, and a couple of Waterfalls kills Haunter. Thanks to Reflect, Kadabra survives an Earthquake on low HP, but a Waterfall takes it out. Solid's Waterfall is also enough to take Sneasel out. And with a Thunder and Ice Beam, Golbat goes down, and so does Axel. So we say goodbye and thank him for the run. You have been annoying as always. See you later. The time has come. The real challenge is upon us. Can I beat a Hardcore Nuzlocke in Heartgold using only Water-type Pokemon? We'll see. Here's the team. We have Moby, Stitch, Sully, Cheshire, Sisu and Flounder. And we're ready. The door closes. This is the point of no return. Will and his Psychic-type Pokemon are up first. His first Pokemon is Satu, and I lead with Moby. With me first, Sato hits Moby with an Ice Beam, before we can take it out with our own Ice Beam. Jinx comes out and I go to Stitch. We tank 2 Psychics before taking it out with a crit super effective Crunch. Will plays Executor and my best answer is Sisu. Sisu have to take a Psychic when he enters, but we're faster and use Ice Fang, which freezes Executor and prevents her from attacking, and we kill it with another Ice Fang. Slowbro enters and I decide to stay in. Sisu can take it down with 2 Earthquakes. Will's last Pokemon is another Satu, and hits Moby with a Psychic in the switch, and then a Confuse Ray, but a well-placed Lumberry cures it, and Moby can retaliate with a 1-hit KO Ice Beam. That was easy. That's 1 down. Next we have Koga, the most badass motherfudger in this place. He sends out Gyarados first, and I the intimidating Sisu. We start setting up Dragon Dances, and Gyarados poisons us with a Poison Jab, but we are well prepared with a Pecha Berry. Sisu sets up 4 Dragon Dances before I feel like he is too low, so we finish Gyarados with a heavy Waterfall. Next in line is Fortress, who is only delaying the inevitable by using Protect, but our second Waterfall kills it. His next Pokemon is Mach. It dies to crit super effective Earthquake. Koga's second to last Pokemon is Crobat. Sisu's faster and takes it down with an Ice Fang. Venomoth comes out, and apparently Koga's been counting on losing to a non-super effective Waterfall from the very beginning. Strange. Koga's down and the run continues. Hello Bruno, let's bang bro! Bring it on! Hitmontop is his first Pokemon and Cheshire is mine. I'm starting to set up curses that raises attack and defense, but lower my speed. He uses Dig twice, which I approve of, since that gives me 2 free turns to set up curses, while he'll be chilling on the ground. After setting up 6, Cheshire pops off with a Sand Headbutt to obliterate Hitmontop. After all the curses, I'm basically invincible, so I tank a super effective Thunder Punch from Hitmonchan and kill him with another Sand Headbutt. Onix comes out and is faster, so hits us with a Dragon Breath. Or Surf takes it out. Machamp comes out and crits us with a Rock Slide, but the Citrus Berry kicks in, and not even Machamp can live a Sand Headbutt at this point. Bruno's last and final Pokemon is Hitmonlee, but it shares the same fate as the others, by being one-shot by Cheshire the God. Bye Bruno! Go to hell! Karen and her team of Dark-type Pokemon is the last battle before the champion. Her first Pokemon is Umbreon, and I lead with Sisu. I can safely start to set up Dragon Dances, since her feint attack does basically nothing. Sisu does 5 Dragon Dances, and Umbreon does 3 double teams, so I have to start attacking before it's completely impossible to hit. 3 double teams later, and I still haven't hit an Earthquake. And he uses Confuse Ray, but Sisu is equipped with a Lumberry, and finally hits an Earthquake through all the evasiveness. Murkrow is the next Pokemon, and a Waterfall destroys it, and same he goes for Houndoom. Vileplume gets one-shotted by an Earthquake, not even Gengar can stand a Waterfall, and Karen is defeated. But honestly, is Gyarados too good in Nuzlocke? Let me know what you think. The final walk is about to be walked. Lance! I'm about to murder your career. Lance's Gyarados opens with Waterfall, and Flounder's stockpiling begins. Flounder sets up 3 stockpiles, and then we try to use Discharge, but Gyarados Waterfall flinches Flounder twice. and triggers its citrus berry. Discharge finally hits and Lance uses a full restore to heal up. Gyarados then goes for Flail and Flounder can take it out with another discharge. Lance's strongest Dragonite comes in and I decide to leave Flounder in. Dragonite takes Flounder's HP down to yellow with an outrage, which I thought was completely outrageous. Oh. But a Blizzard from Flounder does a great amount of damage, it triggers the Citrus Berry, and it leaves Dragonite frozen. This is huge. Because of the freeze, Dragonite isn't able to attack, and another Blizzard kills it. Hats off to Flounder. Brava! The next Dragonite comes in, and I'm left with a tough decision. But leaving Flounder in here is our best bet. A performance and a sacrifice that might win us the battle. We salute you, Flounder. Moby, avenge him! A Lumberry takes care of Dragonite's Thunder Wave, and an Ice Beam is enough to kill. Lance is in Aerodactyl, and his Rock Slide does so much damage. And a Surf from Moby isn't enough to kill it. I'm faced with another tough decision, to sack Moby here. I decide to stay and hope 90% accurate Rock Slide will miss, but it doesn't. Sleep well, King. It allows Sisu to come in for free and intimidate Aerodactyl. Even after Intimidate, Sisu's left on low HP after quad effective Thunderfang, but a Waterfall kills Aerodactyl. Another Dragonite enters the field. An Ice Fang is so close to take it out. What looks like 1 HP, Dragonite survives, and Thunder Waves Sisu, but the paralysis gets cured by Lumber. Lance full restores, but another Ice Fang leaves him on a sliver again, but freezes this time. I've been really lucky with those. It's a 10% chance for it to happen. He full restores again. Cheater. Doesn't play with the hardcore rules it seems, but 2 more Ice Fangs does the job. Charizard is the last Pokemon. A single Waterfall is enough to take it down and I win. And that's it. It is possible to beat Pokemon Hardgold using only Water-type Pokemon. Wait. She wants an interview. Why did I want to become a champion? For the same reason as everybody else. Chicks, money, power, and chicks. I gotta say, this has easily become my favorite Pokemon game of the ones I've tried. A huge thanks to Axel for being the jerk and for all the help. Make sure to check him out if you haven't. Link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my content, please like and consider to subscribe. It helps out a lot. If you have any suggestions for future runs, let me know in the comments. Until next time guys, peace!